Hello students. So today we are going to start our chapter canal hydraulics. So first of all, the question would arise why we need canals. In country like India, as we know, we are hugely dependent on agriculture for our economy. 60% of the population directly or indirectly is dependent on agriculture only. So for betterment of economy and the growth of the country, we need a better agriculture and better conditions of farmer. So, what are the sources through which we can ensure the water requirement of a farmer? One is rain, but the problem with rain is it is not a constant. Like it is, we cannot predict the rain till now, like with very much 100% accuracy that this year the rain will be like this. So, you might have experienced also the year by year the rain changes, the rain precipitation is not same. So in that case we need to reserve our water. Rainwater we can reserve. So after reserving or storing, what next? So we have to deliver, finally we have to deliver the rainwater or water to into the field only. So how we are going to do this? To carry that water, the storage water or even rainwater also to the fields, we need some channels. So if we are the man-made streams are termed as canals or channels. Natural streams are, as you know, like river is there. So we are going to start canal hydraulics. So let us see what are the types of canals. So type first, let us see what is a canal. A direct irrigation scheme which makes use of a weir or a barrage. Weir and barrage are the civil structures which are used to store the water. There are very like basic difference between weir and barrage, but the purpose is to store water. The entire network of irrigation channels is called the canal system. So what are the various types of canals? First is main canal, then branch canal, then comes the distributaries, major and minor distributaries, and lastly water course. So this is the river, you can see. So river is flowing, so we have to store the water. For that we have to make a barrier. Okay, so that barrier can be a weir or barrage or let's say a dam. So at the starting here we are starting our canal irrigation system. So this is termed as canal headwork because it is at the head of the system. After that, from canal headworks, the main channel will start. Main canal or main channel will start. So main channel will be very long. From that main channel to draw water, we need branch canals. After that branch canals, the distributaries are there, major and minor depending upon the length, and after that water courses, and these will stop at outlet in the field. So from this canal headwork to the water courses, the distributaries, the control is in the hands of irrigation department. From water courses, the control went into the hands of cultivators, okay, or farmers. So the design, maintenance, all is in the hands of irrigation department or indirectly into the hands of government. So let us see what are these canals, what are their functions and how they are differ from each other. So first is main canal. So main canal takes off water from the river and derives water through a regulator. So regulator will be there which will divert the water from canal headworks into the main canal. Okay. The direct flow irrigation from such a canal is not possible as its water surface is below the general ground surface. So we are not going to directly get the water from main canal. Main canal is only for drawing water from the reservoir, and it is just like a connecting link between reservoir and the canal irrigation system. we are going to draw water with the help of branch canal. So the main function of the canal is to take the main canal is to take the required amount of irrigation water at the head and to deliver it in the canal system. Okay. So next is branch canal. After the main canal comes in the tract which is to be irrigated by the canal system, water is distributed over the entire commanded area. So what we are going to do with water, we are going to distribute it with the help of branch canals. The main function of the branches is to make the water available in different parts of the tract for further distribution. Next is distributaries. Now they can be divided into major and minor. So major distributaries also named as Rajbaha. So it is a very old term used in very like ancient India. Now we are using the term major distributaries. So major distributaries are smaller in section than the branch. The section will be in decreasing order. The largest section will be of main canal, then branch canal, then distributaries, then water courses, and lastly the outlet. They are taken off mainly from the branches to distribute the water to the various parts of direct irrigation purpose. Some major distributaries may take off directly from the main canal. Like there can be exceptions. It is not always the main canal then branch canal. This is not a proper. This is the ideal system. This is not going to be happen every time. So sometimes we are directly taking the water from main canal into the distributaries without having branch canals. Distributary provides water. Major distributary provide water to the field channels through outlet for irrigation. Now comes minor distributaries. They are smaller in section than the major distributaries. Basic difference is when the length of field channel is more than 3 kilometers, the minor distributaries are introduced to reduce the length. Okay, like maximum cases from like main distributaries, direct water courses will come. But if the length is getting more than 3 kilometers, we provide minor distributaries so that the cost of maintenance of canal or channel will be less for the cultivators. Then comes the water courses. They are also named as gulls or field channels because they will be in the field of cultivator. That's why they are termed as field channels. They are the channels which takes irrigation water into the fields. The water course derives their supply from the distributary through outlets. An outlet is a simple and a small irrigation structure constructed on the distributaries. Outlet will be like a gate system. Like cultivator will open it as per its requirement, and there will be a meter attached to the outlet so that the water can be measured and it can be charged accordingly. Some points to be noted. Irrigation department is responsible for construction maintenance of the canal system up to minor distributaries. As I have said, the field channels are constructed by cultivators themselves as per the alignment sanctioned by the department. Nowadays, the field channels are also constructed by irrigation department for cultivators. So depending upon the various socio-economic condition of a cultivator or the particular region, nowadays water courses are constructed by department also. The job of the maintenance of field channels is left entirely to the cultivators. The length of water course should not exceed 3 km in any case, because it will be a huge economic loss for the cultivators to maintain that canal if it is longer than 3 kilometers. The generally serves an area of 40 to 50 hectares. This is for water course. The upper limit of discharge is 0.08 and the lower limit is 0.06 meter cube per second. Now let us see what are the various parts of canal irrigation system. So this you can think of at your own only. What if you want to, how this system look like? First there will be a storage system. We want to store the water, then we want to carry that water, and finally we want to distribute that water. So you can see, first will be storage work, second will be diversion work, third will be river training works, and lastly distribution system. So storage work comprises a reservoir created by constructing a dam across the river. The dam could be of weir also, barrage also. In the body of the dam, a spillway is provided to pass down the flood safely. So spillway should be, it is the very must component, like it is must. We have to provide spillways, else the excess water will cause a disturbing force, and the dam may fail. A diversion work is provided across the river below the dam in the vicinity of irrigable area. It is called headworks. Okay, diversion headwork or headwork only. A weir or barrage with its constituent part raise the water level in the river. A regular regulator diverts a measured quantity of water into the canal system. Why we need a regulator? We want to regulate the stored water into the irrigation system. So that's why we need regulators. In order to guide the river flow in proper direction and to protect the river courses, some sort of river training works is reconstructed at the site of headwork. River training is just to guide the river water. We are training the river as per our requirement. That's why this is termed as river training water. So what we are doing, we are aligning the water into the irrigation system. Next, once the measured quantity are diverted in the canal, irrigation water is carried to the field by the network of big and small irrigation canals. The network of the canals is called as canal system and is made up of main, branch, distributary and field channels. The various hydraulic structure, cross drainage work, falls and outlets are constructed across the canal to carry irrigation waters efficiently to the field. Like as I have told, main till from main canal to water course. Like there will be many more things like cross drainage work when we are going to cross the natural stream. If our canal is going to cross, then we have to provide cross drainage work, falls and outlets. So these are all also part of irrigation system only. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we are going to in the next lecture we are going to see canal alignment, how we are going to align our canal, so so that we can construct a economical irrigation system. That's all for today. Thank you.